The following video presents a quality of movement diagnosis of an athlete's 2-foot plyometric jumping ability. Jumping is an important fundamental movement skill and one that is to be taught in primary school physical education. The Australian Curriculum Rationale for Health and Physical Education stipulates at the core of physical education is the acquisition of movement skills and concepts to enable students to participate in a range of physical activities confidently, competently and creatively. ACARA 2018. The movement skills focused on in all year levels of physical education include the fundamental locomotive and non-locomotive movement skills of running, jumping, throwing and catching. Within this video, the participant will be required to demonstrate his ability to jump consecutively over a series of mini plyometric hurdles, landing with 2 feet together over each hurdle. In order to accurately analyse the performer's strengths and weaknesses, video footage will be taken from a front-on, side-on and behind view. As a foundation for this analysis of jumping, technical aspects will be highlighted for contrast and comparison purposes. Plyometrics are a type of exercise designed to produce fast, powerful movements. Done correctly and consistently, plyometric exercises assist an individual to jump higher, run faster while preventing injuries. Hamilton 2018 states plyometric exercises are relevant to many sports, especially sports requiring speed and power. Gymnastics, diving, volleyball and jumping events in track and field are all areas where success depends on an athlete's ability to explode from the standing surface and generate vertical velocity, linear velocity, or both in order to achieve the desired results. Chair and Mai 2013. To correctly perform this fundamental movement skill, you must start from the standing position, feet shoulder width apart and hands stretched above your head. Your hips are in a backwards position, torso has a slight lean forward, feet contacting the ground and knees in line with the shoulders. Drive your arms down quickly and hold your landing position without feet leaving the ground. Use a double arm swing to maintain balance and gain height. Keep your body vertical and straight and do not let your knees move apart or to either side. University of Sussex 2018. Landing should be as light and as fast as possible, as this is what will maximise the plyometric response. Keep the feet touchdown time on the ground to the shortest time possible. Try to anticipate the landing and spring up as quickly as you can. Endeavour to use the leg muscles to decelerate the body. Avoid keeping joints stiff. Loud landings apply unneeded stress to the joints and the tendons. When the feet hit the ground, have a slight bend at the knees to absorb the impact. Try not to look for the ground, rather react to it as you hit it. The finish position should be mid-squat position, bend at the knees, hips pushed back, torso slight lean forward, shoulders in line with your knees. University of Sussex 2018. The start of the jump and the finish of the landing should be the same position. From analysing the video footage, it is clearly evident the participant begins the fundamental movement skill from a stationary position, however does not start with his feet shoulder width apart. He is able to keep his knees tightly together, ensuring his knees do not turn in nor turn out whilst performing the continuous 2-foot plyometric jump. Mackenzie 2000 suggests to keep your body vertical and straight and do not let your knees move apart or to either side when performing a 2-foot plyometric jump. The participant's legs have a slight bend at the knees, his hips are positioned in the correct backwards motion. His torso is leaning forward, however, from a side-on video it is evident his torso is propelled a little too far over his 2 feet landing position, resulting in his knees not being in line with his shoulders. The participant fails to use his arms to propel him in a forward motion when executing the movement skill. As outlined by Herzog 2004, during the process of jumping, it is important to begin with the arms extended above the head level and forcefully drive them in a downward motion, then returning the arms to hip level. The participant tends to land the majority of his plyometric 2-foot jumps flat-footed, as stated by Fix.com 2018. During plyometric training, it is always important to land on the balls of your feet with good ankle dorsiflexion, as well as a slight bend or flexion in all joints, including the knees and hips. In the landing position, the shoulders, knees, and toes should align. This helps absorb the force and prevents non-contact injury. As stated by Mackenzie 2000, landing on the balls of your feet allows the energy to be stored by the elastic components of the leg muscles and immediately take off again. It is further evident from this picture the participant correctly hits the ground with a slight bend at the knees, assisting with absorbing the impact of the jump. We can clearly see the participant's finish position is a mid-squat position, bend at the knees, hips pushed back, torso slight lean forwards, shoulder is in line with the knees. University of Sussex 2018. It is clear the start of his jump and the finish landing is the same position. The participant furthermore does not maintain momentum throughout the jumping sequence, with a continual blocking movement evident after each 2-foot jump. As Fix.com 2018 states, the quicker you can explode through the stretch shortening cycle by jumping, the safer the movement. This may mean a lower jump height, fewer reps, and more recovery times between sets. It is incorrect to land either completely on the heel or on the ball of the foot. The athlete should react to the ground as if the ground is hot to emphasize quickness off the ground. Gambetta, 1999. To rectify the participant's flat-footed landings, he was advised that the landing should be as light and as fast as possible. When landing between the hurdles, it is important to exhale and drive through the balls of your feet to push off the ground and jump forward, extending your knees and hips. Inhale as you land softly on the balls of your feet with knees bent and sink back down into a squat. Radzewski, 2016. Landing light and as fast as possible will furthermore assist to maintain a constant flow of speed and momentum throughout the jumping sequence. Research has shown that the arms can contribute up to 10% to the jump. It is important to learn to use the arms to transfer momentum to the whole body. Gambetta, 1999. It is evident in this picture after constructive feedback, the participant was able to incorporate the use of his arms. The double arm swing assists with maintaining balance and gain height, as well as increasing the speed and momentum of the jumping sequence. Batchel and Earl 2008 states, research has shown that the explosive swinging of the arms facilitates leg drive, enhances momentum, and helps the body overcome inertia, the resistance to acceleration when performing plyometric jumps. Upright posture of the torso is necessary in order to ensure proper distribution of center of gravity and avoid undue strain on the lower back. Correct postural alignment is directly related to core strength. If an athlete is having problems holding the torso upright during a plyometric movement, this problem should be addressed immediately through a core strengthening program. Gambetta, 1999. Finally, emphasis during the rectifying stage is placed on maintaining a vertical upright torso with shoulders directly positioned over the 2 feet landing. The participant was required to remember 3 technical points when executing the plyometric jumps. 1. Torso slightly leant forward. 2. Feet in contact with the ground. 3. Knees in line with the shoulders.